You have done everything right. You're meditating, you're journaling, you're affirming, you have, gratitude lists, you have a ritual that you go through, you probably even have crystals on your windowsill, and you know about frequency. You've read all the books. And yet, my loves, you still feel stuck. And stay with me here. It's not what you think it is. It is not the practice. It is what is beneath the practice. And this is probably going to make sense. I've worked for decades with women in circles and coaching one-on-one, transformative coaching, hypnotherapy, sound therapy. I've worked with, thousands, hundreds of women, and there is a pattern, and it's a repeated pattern, and I hear it over and over again. And it's not that it's something, sometimes it's more like after the conversation is over, after everything has been said and done, and it's like a quiet, question, which perhaps even you have that question, and that question is there something missing? Am I missing something? Or what am I doing wrong? My loves, like I said, it is really not in the practice. You're devoted to it. You know what to do. You know about frequency. You know about all of these things. It's not the practice. It is the wound beneath the practice. So, as you know, abundance or any kind of manifestation or any kind of energy is what you broadcast. You attract who you are, not what you want. This is a very famous saying by Dr. Wayne Dyer, and I just love him. And when he said that, that really, really made sense to me, because the law of attraction is like you think and then, you ask and you receive. But the ask is, again, the rituals and all the practice, but the receive is what you're broadcasting. So basically, when you're looking in front of the mirror, so the wound underneath, right, is something that does not believe you're worthy. So that's like a really deep thought or a very deep wound, right? And in my language, they say lohara tanda bahara gardinta, which means like when you pull a little weed, the whole mountain comes down. So this is that little weed that's kind of holding everything together. So if you pull that weed, then you have to unpack so much, because then you realize, wow, that was what was, I was attracting. Because when you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, I am abundant, but your nervous system cannot actually embody the truth about that. The truth about you is you are abundant. You are whole. You are complete. But somewhere along the line, it's not your fault. It's not our fault that we have been, conditioned. We have seen women before us sort of become, shrink and become smaller versions of themselves, or give up their dreams because of sacrifices that they have to make. Or if they did, they were considered greedy or too much or too outlandish, or, it's not meant for you. So you probably remember all of this, right? Thinking about it. And it's not like something that they say with words. It's like a energy. It's like data, information that's going round and round, and you're just like absorbing like a sponge, right? From age 0 to 10, all you're doing is observing and absorbing. You're like a wide open vessel, and you're just absorbing all that. So abundance is not a mental thing. It's not something that you think and it happens. It is something that you embody. And deep down, if you feel that you're not worthy and you're not deserving of this abundance, then obviously the signal is the wound. The words are different. So it's more of a performance, a theater. And I've heard, obviously you have heard as well, or you've probably tried, fake it till you make it. But faking it also has to be a little different. Like when you say the words, something that is different than you've always said, you have to have the willingness and the openness to receive. So what we want to do right now is like realizing this truth. Like really, I mean, if I just kind of like ask you right now, what if you received everything that you dreamed of right now? Like feel it in your body. I mean, I'm not talking in terms of manifesting it, but in terms of belief. Where does that belief land? Is it a little voice that's saying, not for you? Abundance is real, manifestation is real, but not just for myself, right? So it's not just for you. So this is what the nervous system is embodying. It's shrinking. It has no idea how to feel abundance because it doesn't feel worthy. And to feel worthy, you have to be able to receive, right? So, my loves, I want you to do something. I want you to put your hand on your heart. And I invite you to say, I am willing to receive that I am actually worthy of receiving abundance. So we're not talking about I am abundant straight away. I'm saying what we are saying right here for one whole week. I want you to do this. Look at the mirror. Go in front of the mirror and you say, I am worthy of receiving abundance in my life. I'm worthy. I'm deserving of unconditional love. I'm worthy. I'm deserving of loving myself. So it really starts from there. So I want you to do this for the next 1 week. And please just comment below and, say I'm worthy of receiving love or worthy of receiving whatever that you have been trying to manifest and have been reaching and felt more of a strain than that effortless ease. Let's just let go of all that and then come back to this simple truth and simple opening that door to worthiness. Does that make sense? Would you do that for me? All right. So comment below if you want to share with your friends. Please do so. It would really help me. Subscribe. I do have in-depth one-on-one program about this. If you'd like to work with me, I've got all that in the description below. And next week, we will talk more about self-love and self-worth and how to manifest. Until then, look at the birds, the bees, the flowers, get a little whimsy in you. All right? Namaste and thank you.